I'm going to tell you a story. This is going to be different than what you probably were expecting, a slide deck and, a boring show, a 30,000 foot level, and then look over our shoulder. But no, we're going to tell you a story today. And the reason for the story is we believe this is where the future is going, whether it's a year out, 6 months out, or 1 month out. If you've never been on one of our calls, we are writing new software. One problem, one solution. And this is what we're going to show you today is one of the biggest problems is having to sit down and create social media marketing campaigns. So this is, I'm excited about showing you a product because Wayne asked me yesterday, we've got 10 new products coming out over this year. How are you going to market them? I said, well, you built me the tool I needed was the MarketMasher. Okay. So I want you to sit back. I want you to enjoy the show today. At the end, we're going to make you a special offer. If you don't want the special offer, that's fine. But I want to put in your mind where AI is going, that you as an agency owner or a solopreneur, not only can you market for yourself, but you can market for other people. And it's just simply, if you could talk to your phone, you can run a marketing campaign. Okay. And I may have to stop occasionally, take a breath, and let people in. We've got a lot of people coming in today. Okay, here we go. So I want you to picture this. You're sitting in a coffee shop with a local business owner. He's frustrated. He's tired of paying for social media that looks like nobody cared when they made it. Believe me, we've paid for that too, so I understand the pain. And while he's explaining the problem, you're sitting there smiling not because you're cocky. Well, maybe you're a little cocky confidence, but you know what's possible now. You know this conversation is about to change. So get this. So the problem. He tells you the same thing a lot of business owners are saying right now. I'm paying too much. I'm getting bland posts. Nobody's helping me stand out. I need Facebook. I need Instagram. I need LinkedIn even. Maybe even some TikTok videos. But I don't want another agency invoice full of excuses and them parting it out to VA and the Philippines that doesn't know my business. This is where most marketers start explaining. You don't explain. You ask one simple question. So tell me about your business. And this is where it all starts. So he says, hot tub installations in DFW. Now, this is a real client of mine. And he knows nothing about how to make videos, how to write good ad copy, how to write like a storyteller. But he sits on the phone all day long and does hot tub installation contractor. I mean, it's pretty cool. He's sitting in a hot tub in his house running contractor service. I thought this is the most interesting remote job I've ever heard of. So anyway, he tells me about it. I turn or you as the people on the call here, you turn your phone on and say, Marty, you're talking to your phone. Take this to the team. I need a thread, a social post for hot tub installations. Make it story based. Show why people want a hot tub, but more importantly, show how they enjoy it. You're telling this to your phone, okay? You're just talking to it as you're having coffee. Now you turn to the client and he thinks you're just sending a message. But what's really happening in the work, it's already moving forward. And this is where it gets exciting, I think, is instead of creating another boring post that says, call us for hot tub installations, we turn the offer into stories. A family night, a backyard party, a tired contractor getting his back and his evening back, a date night without reservations, a dead patio turned into a favorite room of the house, which that would be mine. I would sit out on the patio and that. That's the difference. Features tell people what you sell. Stories help them see themselves buying it. So we want to write content that tells stories. So how do you do it? Well, 5 minutes later, your phone rings. And there it is. It's a thread. It's a Twitter thread that is already live on your Twitter account. It's not generic. It's not fluffy. It's not, we install hot tubs in the DFW area, call today. Boring. It's a real story campaign that makes people think, yeah, that's exactly what I want in my backyard. That's the moment the client starts paying attention. Then you show them the LinkedIn version and then the Facebook version. Same core idea, but each one is shaped for the platform and has a very specific image designed to go with the platform itself. Because LinkedIn doesn't talk like Facebook. Facebook people, they don't talk like X or Twitter people. And Instagram or short form video needs a completely different hook altogether. But the message itself is telling a story, it's staying consistent. The format changes so it actually fits where people are reading it. So, the biggest question he asked, how did you do this? Now you sit back and kind of smile and laugh. You say, you don't give them a technical lecture. You don't say, well, I use this model and this prompt chain and this workflow and this AI tool, and I put it in. I had 12 tabs open. I did everything. No, you just smile and say, I've got a really smart team working for me. That's all he needs to know. He doesn't care about the wiring. He doesn't care about how the lights came on. He doesn't care about how the sausage is actually made. Then you show them what this would look like over 30 days. One campaign series every day, stories, offers, client wins, behind the scene posts. You're mixing it all up. You're putting short video ideas, testimonials, local angles, seasonal hooks. And he's not thinking about one post anymore. He's thinking, what would happen if my business showed up like this every single day for a month? That's when social media stops feeling like a chore, like a monthly invoice that you hate to pay. It starts feeling like momentum. Can y'all feel this too? Can you imagine this? I know this is kind of cartoonish, but I really I wanted to tell a story, and y'all don't have to take notes or think about anything. So he says, I like this. I think I need this. What are you charging? You ask him, what were you paying your previous guy? I'm paying him close to 1,500 a month to do SEO and social media marketing. I can't see any change. In fact, the SEO's gone to crap on me, and he's complaining about the $1,500. And you turn around to him and say, listen, I'm going to give you a first month free. I just want you to try me out. It's going to be $700 a month thereafter. And you need to sign a 90-day contract with me. So I know at least that you're going to try it out for 90 days. You don't have to pay for 30 days. And he said, okay, I'll sign the deal. You pick up your phone and say, Marty, send me an e-sign doc, and you give him the terms and send it to this phone. While he's drinking his coffee, your customer is about to e-sign a 90-day contract with you. Now, you don't have to give away that first month free. I'm just saying it doesn't cost you a lot of time and effort to do a 30-day marketing campaign. But if you could do that while you're sitting there in a 10-minute deal, showing him proof of what you can do with your team, the future, this is your future. This is anytime you want to sell a product and you can build somebody proof that you know what you're doing, and in 5 minutes, it's ready to go. This is what we're building to. This is what a lot of other companies are building to with AI agents, working with specific software that's integrated in with the agents. It's a pretty cool deal. And it's not a year out. It may not even be 6 months out. But if you're not doing it, your competitor's doing it. I'm doing it. I'm at a coffee shop. This is where you build that one-on-one relationship. If you got local clients, you could do a Zoom call and do the same thing. But you want to show them proof that you know what you're doing within 5 minutes. Okay. There's no waiting around. You can do a close real quick with it. And he's seeing stories. He's feeling the emotion, how you're telling the marketing campaign. He's doing all this live in front of you or on a Zoom call or however you're doing it. But this is the closer. Okay. Send him a contract. And you're not on the phone for a long time with them after that. So, anybody want to see how we do it right now? Give me a yes if you want to see this live. Okay, I got a lot of yeses coming in. Ready? Love it. Now, I'm going to pass the share screen to Wayne. Wayne, you ready? I think he's on mute.
Yep, I've just unmuted myself.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop share, and I think can you share the screen from here?
Yeah, can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, I've got the actual software MarketMasher in the background, but I've also got Claude open on the front.
Now this is Claude Desktop.
Yeah, Claude Desktop.
Okay.
Because what we've done with MarketMasher is as we've built it, we've thought about AI agents using it at the same time, which is kind of smart with follows up to what you've just witnessed in the slides. So the idea is now, and obviously we'll show you the software after when I pass it back to Damon. But what this allows you to do now is whatever AI agent you're using, and you can integrate the system into it. You can basically plug it in and say, this is MarketMash and this is how it works. And we've got little functions that enable you to do that. And then you can do things like, in fact, I've got one here for the interest of time, but you could be talking to it. So I've got this. So I could be saying, use MarketMasher, create a new campaign for the product MarketMasher at this URL. Use the content URL, and I've given it a Google Doc. Now, in the Google Doc, we've got AI to make up a story. We'll expand more about that later. And then I've said, use the swarm to help write the brief, because inside of MarketMasher, we've got AI agents inside that you can say, use that one, and they'll help you fill the brief out for you to save you having to think about it. So I'm actually telling the agent to just go and speak to the swarm and pick three at random to help you fill in the boxes, basically, which you can't even see. And then I've said, choose a storyteller at random, because we've got copywriters, storytellers, all built inside. And then once you've got the campaign, set up Autopilot to create X and LinkedIn content to go out daily on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Make sure auto-generate is checked, as well as images using the Seedream hand-drawn style. And I'm just going to press return.
Now, as that's working, let me ask, does it work on Codex?
Yep, it should do.
It should.
Yep.
Wayne is very confident. We haven't tested it on all of them yet. We will be testing over the next week
As,
to,
as long as you've got the desktop app, then it should be able to look behind the scenes once you've installed. There's a line you have to run and you install. Basically, you have to install the MCP side of it so it understands, and it should be able to just look on your machine and work out. Because we try to interject it in whatever ones we can find that's there.
yeah. And guys, well, it's still cooking here. Let me take a step backwards. When we talked about Back to the Future, AI agents there's 3 or 4 different protocols out there for calling an agent to do a plugin or an extension or a skill set. It's like the difference between in the early days of an album, a laser disc, a CD, a DVD, and an 8-track. All the companies are writing different models. They're the standard for calling extensions and MCPs is not standardized or formalized yet. We think it's going in the direction of MCP or CLI, and if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. We're going to have a training session on how to use AI agents. Wayne and I are using Claude. I've got OpenAI, I've got Manus, and I've got Grok. So we're going to make sure it works on all the major AI agents. And what he gave you originally, the prompt he talked about, we can even simplify that prompt even further with the goal of you talking to your phone, and it's going through a dispatch, a telegram, a chat, or something over to your AI, and you're saying, and you give it a name, say Marty, and that would be your secret code. Use MarketMasher, okay? Or whatever name you give your agent, you could secret code it to whatever tool you want to use. So I'd say, Marty, make me a marketing campaign for Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook for this website. And he'll know to use an agent swarm, and he'll have everything figured out. That's what we'll
Yeah,
be teaching.
if any of you have delved into Claude Bot or Hermes Agent or anything like that, Hermes Agent's pretty clever and it remembers what you did before, so it'll get to learn. So if you just said, and on my Twitter, it will know which account because she remembered from last time.
Yep.
And if this is finished, by the way, so if we go back up, we can see what it did. It's created the campaign, it's run the swarm with three agents, and it picked Dmitry Volkov for the
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. You can see there.
Yep.
The campaign created number 80 is running the swarm in parallel. And then it says all done. Campaigns created, MarketMasher launch push. The brief auto fetched from both Google Doc, which was a Fox and Grapes fable, talking about stories earlier. We're blending the two together. So here we've got the swarm, and it's picked the three, and the consensus angle that they came up with, it chose for the brief, and then autopilot enabled. So it's set up X, and it knew it was me, and it said Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 daily. It's auto-generated content, and it's auto-generated images. So that's been set up as a schedule. If I quickly go in and refresh, there it is, look, MarketMasher launch push. And if we go in, there's the brief that it wrote. And down here, there's the autopilot that it's set up. LinkedIn and Twitter to my accounts, 9 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, auto-generated. It's picked storytellers and it's generated an image using Nano Banana. And it's hand-drawn. So there you go.
Now, guys, let me tell you something. We did this backwards, okay? Wayne did an autopilot. When would you do an autopilot for your client? After he's paid you.
Yeah.
Okay. Or he signed a contract. But we want proof of concept. We want to show him how we did it. So Wayne did a tease. He showed you how do you make that 30-day marketing content. Well, in 5 minutes, he made a 30-day marketing package. So it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's going to run this marketing package. He could flip it over and copy it and do Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. Or he could come back and say, I need every day of the week, I want you to run me a marketing campaign. And it's going to rewrite it. It's going to pull the story. And likely we're going to have multiple stories in there if we're doing a 30-day pack. But Wayne, what happens if we're trying to close the deal? What would you do?
Okay. Use that campaign and generate Twitter content. Prove it. Make an image with GPT image 2 and post now to my Wayne Atkinson Twitter.
And again, what he gave it right there, that's too long. We'll have it so Marty knows to go to Wayne Atkinson's Twitter. Your AI is going to be smart enough to be a team member, not a, a coding platform or not a static platform.
I could have said my Twitter because it knows I'm Wayne and it knows my account's connected
Yep.
to it. So yeah, I could have said my. But if you've got multiples connected like I have, you can say use a different one. So it's connecting Twitter content to the campaign. It's auto approved. It's now generating an image with image 2.
Well, that's working. Somebody messaged me, why is it, they asked, why didn't you have this earlier? This is all brand new. Wayne is a brilliant coder. but he's even more brilliant at adapting vibe coding. So what you're seeing is 30 years of coding experience using a vibe coding tool like it's never even been imagined yet. So we are building our platforms to work with all the AI agents out there. But the cool part is we're not going to compete with Google Docs or ZimWriter or anybody else. Matt, I know on ZimWriter, I think he's either got one or he's got getting one ready where go out and find some trending articles and rewrite them in my style. And it's going to go to ZimWriter, it's going to make it and post it into articles. So we can even do not just the sales page, but if you have articles that are interesting and you want to run a marketing campaign with, great. Give it the article, put some stories in it with it if you want to, and you could sit there all afternoon and tell it 30 articles that you want to build 30 marketing campaigns with. I mean, it's really that brilliant. Or better yet, you tell your AI agents, look at the last 10 articles I wrote and build marketing campaigns to go to Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook automatically. Put some interesting images in there. So that's how smart AI agents are going to be in the very near future. And I could say it's not a year, it's not 6 months, it's less than 6 months out. You're going to have all this power in the palm of your hand in a mobile phone. And we want you to close deals. And the best way to close deals is with proof of concept. Oh, look at this. So we're showing the client. uh,
Yeah. A fox spent all afternoon jumping for grapes he couldn't reach. When he finally gave up, he told himself they were probably sour anyway. Sound familiar? That's what we tell ourselves about organic social. And you can see we've got a Twitter thread going on. Too slow, algorithm hates me, not worth the effort. We've all said it. But what if the grapes weren't sour? You just need a better way to reach them. And then it goes on and it blends into the product. And then down below, we've got try it free now, credit card required, one product brief. Yeah.
Now, what he did, the image, this is Seedream,
This is GPT image 2, this one is.
image two. Okay. Image two, we wrote it as a story and we converted it into a call to action. Guys, this is a lot of AI going on behind the scenes that y'all don't even you can do, but it's going to take 12 tabs to do all this. And we've simplified it so eventually you're just going to talk to your phone and tell it go to MarketMasher and make me and pull a story or something like that. This is one of the things that you can do with MarketMasher. But
And yeah, I mean, that's all I typed. Because basically, because we're in a thread, I didn't have to mention the campaign because it built it and it knew which campaign. So I just mentioned the campaign. Yeah, and it did it.
and what if ahead of the Starbucks meeting, you're interviewing your client. Your client is he has a business, he does landscaping. So you pull up your agent, Marty, make me a Google Doc with 5 micro stories about landscaping and the the problems people had when they tried to do it themselves and make them funny stories. So you have a Google Doc already sitting there. You haven't told your customer this. And then when you meet with them at Starbucks, he's saying, I can't get any social media content. It all sounds like it's just a sales pitch. Then you turn it around and say, hey, Marty, use that story you just made for me about the landscaping problems and put it with this website with MarketMasher. Now we're telling stories about problems people have, with installing sod by themselves or putting a sprinkler system in, and telling weird problems that crop up on do-it-yourself projects. So that's just one marketing campaign. But then you could say, okay, now autopilot it for the next 30 days. After you sign the document, you don't have to show your customer how easy it is to do this. You just talk to your phone. As soon as the customer leaves, okay, make a 30-day project out of it and monitor his blog, which I'm going to write for him with ZimWriter, for interesting content to add to it. I mean, this is, and your agent would know, okay, we've already got this one campaign set up based on his sales page, but I'm going to monitor his website. And as he has new blogs come out, I'm going to start a new marketing campaign inside of MarketMasher. That's how smart AI agents are going to be in the very near future. Again, this is just around the corner. And I think once we get another tool added to this, which is a UGC maker, you're going to be making videos, scripted UGC videos from your phone through one of our tools. And that's the ultimate goal is I don't want to make videos all day long, but I want my AI agent to do it. So those are just some things in the future. Wayne, this was very good. And I love the image with the fox and the grapes. And so anyway, if you've never seen Market Masher, I want to show you Market Masher hands-on. I've got Peter's asking about Agent Masher. It's close, but it's still around the corner. So we want everybody to have a marketing platform in front. So we're about to go public with this. And the only thing we got a few tweaks we're working, but we're waiting on direct integrations with different tools, with different social platforms. So let me get this thing started. Okay, Market Masher. Turn any product into a full social media campaign in seconds. Originally, when we came up with this idea, you give it one URL and it makes everything for you. But that wasn't good enough. What's good enough? We wanted to tell stories. We want to make social media social, shareable, viral. We want people to read your content, but not think, oh, this is another sales page. So we not only put copywriters in there, we put storytellers blended into MarketMasher. So I'm going to sign in here, MarketMasher, and it's loading my dashboard. And we even have a leaderboard. So you can see the leaderboard here as people come on, as you're making campaigns. Scott Rogers, wow, he's beating me. He's got 45 posts now. It's pretty cool. Okay, new campaign. We talked about Agent Swarm, and did a sales. This is another sales page rescue. Okay. Now I'm going to just show you the basic. This is what it all started out as. This is a product that we have. It's a additional service, sales page rescue, and I'm going to say sales page rescue. Okay. This is all you need to get started. Give it a product name, a product URL, and to create social media content, we have found that if you write a marketing brief and you pair it with the sales page or whatever article that you're writing, you write the brief and you write the content. Well, the content's already there. We just need a marketing brief. If you do that, you're going to get higher quality social media content and adaptable for any platform. You can go straight off the sales page itself, but it doesn't know who you're targeting, what the main key benefit that you're wanting to focus on, or what's your free offer, what's your target audience. So we thought this is a lot of stuff to have to write and think of. So why don't we just get an agent swarm, a team of AI agents that we've already built. There's 10 of them in here. You pick any one of them. I'm going to pick this one. She's social media and viral content and growth hacking. And we'll pick Trust Builder. Okay. I'm going to use credits, and we give you starter credits with these, and it also ties into our Masher credits program. If you're not familiar with it, it's okay. Masher credits apply to all of our tools now. Well, not all of them are set up completely yet, but it allows you to, instead of you having all these API integrations tied in, we went out and got them all and put them into a credit system. So you don't even have to worry about getting your API keys, your secret keys, and all that working. So this agent team is reviewing my website, Sales Page Rescue. just type in sales page rescue. This is a service that we do where we build sales pages for people. Okay. It's a high ticket offer, but it's a long form sales letter. This is a Frank Kern, John Benson long form sales letter. Anyway, so that's what we're trying to market. And again, we're just doing simple stuff, one page here, and a consensus. These three people, these agents, have reached a consensus. They believe together Sales Page Rescue is a go-to solution for coaches, courses, and digital whose sales pages are getting traffic but not making sales. Okay, cool. Key benefit, free offer, free trial of Sales Page Rescue, no credit card required. I don't think I offer that, but I'm going to go ahead and toss it over. But I didn't have to come up with the target audience or the description or the key benefit. I'm going to apply it to the campaign form. So I just copy it over. I'm going to come down here and go, let's say free sales page analysis. And I'm going to just say instantly see where your sales page is leaking sales. That sounds okay. AI is going to tune it up for me. Now, this is where we have our brand voices. Who do we want to write this for us? So I'm going to say, maybe you recognize Alex Hormozy, Dan Kennedy. These are copywriters. Gary V. Let's go with Frank Kern. I like him, Gary V, Russell Brunson, and I'm going to create a campaign with this. Okay. I come down here and we have a little secret here. Right now, they're all set up to build. We're going to build a Reddit, a Twitter, a LinkedIn, a Facebook, a TikTok, an email. Now, I'm going to skip, I'm going to make it quick. We're not going to do, this is making a TikTok script, not doing a video yet. We're going to have to pass it somewhere else to do a video. But I'm going to do Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And I guess I'll go ahead and create an email too. Notice it's going to take 24 credits to build these. And guess what? I don't know if Frank Kern's going to be the best person for this. So I want to compare side by side. I've got storytellers down here. We'll look at those in just a second. I'm going to do Gary V. So I'm going to compare them side by side. Frank Kern, Gary V. Y'all go to town. I'm not going to do an autopilot. This is where you're building that 30-day marketing campaign. I hit generate. Now, as that's generating, Wayne, any questions we can answer?
Scott mentions, are these 10 tools or whatever the number is, products to be purchased, are they part of MarketMasher? You might have to give us a bit more information. 10 tools, everything you're seeing today is MarketMasher.
Oh, well, he's talking about the 10 tools I'm promoting. No, they're new products that we're coming up with. And they're also, if you've never seen, go to Masher Tools. I got a bunch of free tools here that I am promoting, or I'm going to use our tool to promote. We have a script writer. We have a new universal news rewriter. So take any article, feed it in, and let it rewrite. You can make threads, sales page audit, all this stuff in here. All this is they're free. We give you some starter credits, and you just add Masher credits if you like it and you want to keep on going. No subscription required for these. But we've got, if you're part of our Geek Out Friday, we've got some incredible tools coming forward. We have an Agent Masher. We got a UGC maker. We got a video clipper, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff coming out. The reason we're doing this is one problem, one solution. Right now, how do you make UGCs? Well, you go to HeyGen, then you go to Submagic, or you go to InVideo and you spend a bunch of money at InVideo, and you've got to write a script for it. And you've got to do a whole bunch of stuff to write videos, UGC videos. And we have VidMasher that will do it too. But we're trying to get all this. How do you streamline all your marketing? How do you talk to your phone and tell it to go out and make 30 UGC videos and post them on TikTok? That's where we're trying to get to, is we're getting our tools to work off of AI agents. Okay. So we just created, Frank Kern just wrote for us, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and an email. So let's look at what Frank did. Your sales page is getting traffic, people are landing, then they're leaving. That's not a traffic problem. That's a conversion problem. Okay. He sounds pretty good. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. But then Gary Vee says your sales page isn't the problem. Your brain is. Huh. You're too close to your own offer to see what's actually repelling buyers. That's the real issue nobody's even talking about. Gary, I think you hit the market right there. It's my brain. So I select the copy. It puts it up here to the working version. So it puts that there. That sounds pretty good. But is it good enough for my buyers? Well, we have, we've given you the ability to put your own buyers in here, of buyer profiles. And we got training on how to make buyer profiles. So here's my buyers that are actual buyers that we ran through and we made these personas and segmented our buyer segment. So I'm going to go Autopilot Arnie, Beta Ben, and maybe Local Larry. I don't know. And I can use these to you can use up to 5 of them. I'm going to start the discussion. Now, they're going to go through and they're going to bring back up Frank Kern because I forgot to change it. But they're going to look at what Gary Vee had to say and they're going to let Frank Kern, since I forgot to change it to Gary Vee, rewrite what Gary Vee wrote. And it's from a buyer's perspective and not your own perspective or your copywriter. So they're going to talk about it. And you know, we're talking about an agent swarm, an agent review. Okay. And here's what they said. Frank Kern would rewrite it. Your sales page has traffic. It doesn't have sales. Before you buy more ads or post more content, let me show you what's actually happening on that page. That's interesting. So I could use this, or I could redo it again. I'm going to go ahead and use it. Okay. Come down here. I'm going to generate an image and let's just do Sea Dream Light. And we'll just do let's do minimalist. Okay. And you can put in a visual direction style here. I'm just going to hit generate 6 credits. Now you don't have to have an image, but we make an image and you can also upload your own image. In fact, I've got one person on the call that he puts in his personalized wine boxes in here. He actually reads the content and makes a personalized wine box that matches the content. It's absolutely brilliant. When you see his content, you're going, he spent a lot of time going to his wood shop and making a model that represents the blog post or this Twitter thread. I've seen his content and I'm like, this is Scott Rogers, in case if y'all don't know. He's leading in our pack here. Okay. Water going into a bucket and then it's coming out the bottom. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and approve it. I don't know if that's the best one, but if I like what I see, now I can edit it if I want, or I can go back in history, but I'm going to go ahead and approve it, show you how quick it is. I'll post it now, hit confirm. So you've seen me take sales page rescue. I put it in. I let our agents fill out the marketing brief. And now I have a tweet. Your sales page has traffic. That looks good on a white background. It's interesting. So what your image is supposed to do is slow them down long enough that they read that first thread, okay, or the post. And it leaks all the way out and it has oops, why did that?
You spelt it wrong.
I spelled
Re
my,
Rescue. I've just noticed the C is missing.
well, what's funny is it still figured it out. The AI still figured it out. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So if I went back, I could change that in MarketMasher. That's funny. I've typed it so many times. Sales page rescue. Okay. Save. And if I approve it again, should be able. Oh, wait, we should reset that.
I think if you click on LinkedIn and go back, I think it's just a refresh.
Oh, okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, there you go. We may have to just put a little refresh button in there. Okay. Now I'm going to view that live post and go, I'm going to go back to this one and just go, I don't like that. I'm going to delete it real quick.
That's the right one, isn't it?
No, I just switched it over. This is the old one. It was
Oh,
in,
okay.
it was another tab. So I'm going to hit delete. Okay. Now let's
Oh, I
go back.
see. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah. The giveaway.
User error. And I have a good, to me, I love this image here. When I write an ad, I don't want you to tell me you find it creative. I want you to find it interesting that you buy the product. That's what we do marketing for is I don't want you just to share it. I want you to buy something. I mean, that's how we make our living. Okay. That's a threaded post. I come back over here and I've got a LinkedIn I can send out. Most coaches and course creators I talk to have the same problem. And you'll notice this is completely different from the Twitter. Here's
Don't
Gary Vee.
forget the don't forget the C in rescue
Yeah. If I pro,
if you post it. Yeah.
I want to talk about a specific kind of frustration that doesn't get enough airtime. Most coaches, okay, I like Frank Kern's version. So I'm going to go over here and ask the agents, and let's just pick, we'll pick a couple of them here. And this is where I forgot to do. But what if we turned it over and I'm going to go David Ogilvy on me here. I'm going to start the discussion. Okay. Again, all of them are going to look at what we have for LinkedIn, and they know it's a LinkedIn article, not a Twitter, not a Facebook. So it's written in a different style than anything else. So the prompts are designed to write a LinkedIn article with whoever the brand voice is. And I think we're using what I'd say, David Ogilvy on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're talking about it. They're going to come up with a consensus. They're going to pass that to David Ogilvy. He's going to sharpen up his pencil because they didn't use pens in the 50s. Uh, I guess they did, but okay. There's a particular kind of frustration reserved for, yeah, it does sound like Ogilvy. He's a very complicated writer. I'm going to use suggested copy, but I'm going to come in and edit it real quick and make sure my own page is spelled correctly. Hit save. And it's going to LinkedIn. I can generate an image. Let's do image two. And I'm going to do hand drawn, make it look like a 1960s newspaper illustrated ad that is block cut. I'm going to hit generate. Notice how you can put in any visual direction and it's going to use the preset with the visual direction with it. And this is just what blows me away is when we first started 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago on this, we had Nano Banana and we had another one in here, and the other one was just terrible. Since then, we've got GPT Image 2 and we get Seed Dream 5. It's like everything's getting better. We don't have to pay any more for it. I mean, it's kind of funny.
I think GPT, I think OpenAI have got the mantle back with images. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. GPT Image 2. In fact, guys, to make this show today, it's all GPT Image 2. I hope you're impressed. I was impressed. And I did it a couple of hours before we started today. It took me longer to write the MCP in there. Yeah, this is it's absolutely my
Oh,
look at that. This is where image GPT image 2, it reads what we're writing. I don't know if it even knows David Ogilvy's doing it. I'm going to approve
don't
it.
forget the clever bit as well. There's a lot of thought in the prompts that we're sending.
Yeah, yep. So the offer is not a problem. It rarely is. The problem is the page. More precisely, a headline that fails to arrest attention. I don't like the word arrest, but David Ogilvy does. So I'm going to trust him. I'm going to post it now. I'm going to confirm it, and I'm going to view the live post. This is your selling. This is what you're selling right here is this live post. Oh, that that's going to get attention on LinkedIn, and the article is going to get attention. And I get all these notifications. People are liking and sharing the comments in there. It's amazing. And you can do the same for Facebook. And email is not going to be sent automatically, but it's created so that you can send it out. You may have gotten a email from me, an email yesterday about the AI domain flipping. I wrote it with this. And it was amazing. I just copied it, put it in my mailing system and MailJoll, a copy that was written in MarketMasher. So here's Gary V, here's Frank Kern, your sales page is lying. I love this subject. Your offer is good, your sales page is lying about it. I want to say something that might sting a little, but I mean it with total respect. Okay, Gary, get me yeah, there we go. Okay, Gary V's ready to go. And again, I would have to come in and hit edit. Come down here and change sales page rescue.
I think in the next mod, I'm going to have a section where you can put all your sales URLs in a list, and
Yep.
then you haven't got to get to this problem where you might have mistyped it. And then when you're talking to the agent as well, it knows because it's inside the system already, it just pulls it.
Yeah. That way you can prepare for the client that you're meeting to have his sales page URL already in there. I mean, if
Because you
you,
could give it we'll give it an alias. So sales page rescue, you could just put the description next to it, SPR if you wanted, and you could say
yeah,
use the SPR link.
that's amazing. So right now this is ready to go out. Gary V outdid himself. So I would hit copy, go over to my mailer, and it's ready to go. Okay. Now we talked about stories. I don't want to waste your time today because I've got a incredible case study that I did. So I'm going to give you the link to it. And it is, I've got to pull up my notepad, my notes, and I'll give you the link and put this in the chat. It's Masher credits, not master credits. It's our Whisper Flow always does that to us. Okay. What I'm putting in here is, and I'll just show you so you can see it also. If you go all the way to the top, this is our beta launch. Okay. Our beta closes today, and I'm about to go over that. This is 2.5 hours of me talking as fast as I can. Well, not really fast. It's me explaining everything going through it. But it was a fun call because we showed everybody on the call different ways to use MarketMasher. But I thought, well, nobody really wants to watch 2.5 hours of me talking. I don't want to watch 2.5 hours of me. So I came in and I made some little 5-minute clips for you. Okay. We did a full campaign in less than 60 seconds. And I'll show you how to do that. In fact, it was 38 seconds to do a full campaign. How to autopilot in 4 clicks. This is, I think, 5 minutes or 7 minutes. But this one right here is the live case study. You want to see me go from an affiliate product that I know very little about outside of I used to do domain flipping. Okay. I found it on JVZoo. I wrote stories behind it, and I put the stories with the sales page, but I didn't actually use the sales page. I used a detail page along with the story page and an affiliate link. So we added some different things in there. Okay. This right here shows you nuts to bolts, everything how to do an affiliate campaign offer and make a marketing campaign with it. Guys, it wrote the email that I sent out. I've already made 2 sales on JVZoo from it. I don't know if I've made any sales yet from the Facebook side or the Twitter side of it, but I've made enough. I can go out to dinner tonight from the little affiliate sale. So this is watch these 3 videos. Even if you don't get the beta offer that we're about to show you, it's definitely worth learning how to use this. Okay, so let's talk about it. If I come back here to MarketMasher, I'm going to sign out of here. Just a couple other little things. These are very easy to create, and you can clone them, duplicate it, and change things. You can delete it. It's content ready. If you see one that says auto, this one's scheduled. You can put a schedule. You can put autopilot. I think I've shut my autopilots off. Very easy to create and redo. Okay. You can use starter. You'll get starter credits and master credits based on what you buy. And I'm just going to sign out of here. These are all your settings. And we have training on how to do brand personas and how to do your own buyers to put them in there. And if I go out of here, We are going to go public with this, and it's probably within a couple of weeks. All we're waiting on is direct integrations, and then we're going to streamline the process to MCP to your agents. But right now, you can use it with agents. However, give us a day or two to put together a training module on how to use it. But if you have a Mac, it works perfect with the Mac right now. But I was having some issues with my PC using Claude Cowork. I'm going to get it fixed after the call, and I'll put together a little video, even using with Codex. So we want to be able to use Codex, Manus, and Claude Cowork. And I don't know if Grok has their own, but Perplexity has one called Computer. So over the next few days, we're going to be focused on getting all the agents tied into this so that you can say, hey, Marty, build me something. Okay. So if you go down here, this is not the most fancy sales page, but it works for us. You can go to pricing, and I'm going to jump down here first. What we're talking about today is the agency price. It's $249 a month. You can see everything you get with agency, but you get 10,000 credits a month if you're doing agency. However, we want you to try it out. We need beta testers. I've got some great beta testers right now, and we're doing this for a one-time price. It's beta lifetime. Yeah, Wilford, I'm in total agreement with you. Is colors could be better for us that need glasses.
The sales page is going to change when we actually go public.
Yeah, we code Claude Code thinks that we all have perfect vision. We don't. So anyway, we're making a special offer for you. Beta, it's supposed to close tonight. We may extend it through till Sunday evening, based on the number of signups and the replay. You're going to get 5,000 starter credits with it. It's unlimited campaigns. You're not going to be capped on any campaigns. 6 platforms right now. We got 6 platforms. And TikTok is considered a platform because we're scripting it. We're going to change the script too, so you can do a short, medium, long, or extra long. And you can set it up in your settings. And then have the ability not only copy it, but maybe pass it to HeyGen or Hedra or wherever. We don't know yet. That's why it's still beta. But we're building your email for you also. We're going to integrate it with Reddit. We're going to integrate with Facebook Direct. But even if we don't have direct integration, we've already built in make and Zapier webhooks. We even have a make scenario for Facebook. So if you want to send it to 4 different Facebook pages, the exact same post, you can do it with a make webhook. Yeah, Amy had a great idea. Could you consider adding Craigslist? That's interesting. That's what I would do right now for Craigslist is make a Reddit profile because the Reddit is a longer one. It has a different language than all the others, and use that one for your Craigslist. But that's a good idea if we can direct integration with Craigslist, because I know that's a backdoor on linking that nobody's using right now, not us content marketers. So anyway, you're going to get analytics, schedule posting. You're going to have the autopilot mode. You're going to have the ability to use up to 100 connected accounts. You can do multiple accounts per platform. So our goal is you add your Facebook account, and you can, if you've got 30 pages, you can link all those up. We don't have direct integration with Facebook right now. We do have the webhook model in all these. So you can send it to Facebook. You just send it through Make as of right now. In a few weeks, you'll have direct integrations with all the socials. Okay. You got lifetime access. You pay once. You'll get 5,000 starter credits. If you go over that, you'll need Masher credits to go past the 5,000. But Wayne has a special plan for you. What were we going to do with the betas if they got beta? You said you want to do something different or something add-on.
Yeah, if you pick up beta on the call, then if you've got a Masher credits account, or if you haven't, just go over and create one. It's dead easy. It's you just put your email in and press the button and you get an account. So if you've got one already, or if you create a new one, Because you're picking up the beta lifetime, I will give you another 5,000 credits in your Masher credits account.
You're kidding. You told me 1,000 earlier. I guess we are.
Oh,
That's
did it say 1,000 on my piece of paper?
that's actually $50 that we're giving you. Wow. Okay. I guess you're going to get 10,000 total. But just a little tip. When you sign up for Master Credits, use the same email that you did with MarketMasher. And the reason I say that is that way we can track you back and forth. It makes it easy. So you're going to get 10,000 credits total. What does it cost actually to do one of these campaigns? Well, it ranges based on how many of these you're using, but on average, you're going to be between 30 to 70 credits for each marketing campaign. Each credit, just to qualify it to currency, is 1 penny. So 70 cents to do a complete marketing campaign is pretty impressive. Yeah, if you want to sign up for the beta, you will click here to get lifetime access. Okay. We have a 3 payment option in there along with 1 payment. Sorry about that. Sign up here. We do PayPal. I think Stripe. Yeah, you can do Stripe or PayPal. Okay. So sign up there and then Masher Credits is right here. I'll put the link in. Yep. Masher
Oh,
Credits.
I spelled it wrong anyway.
Okay. So if you don't have a Master Credit account and you're buying the beta, just come in here and hit sign up, name and email. Use the same name and email as you did on MarketMasher, and then we're all good to go. The pricing you can actually see it's 5,000. It's $45 if you buy, and you can buy these at any time, and you can use them on any of our tools. We have article to video, we have VidMasher, and we're even putting it back onto RSS Masher. And probably in a month or two, we have a brand new version of RSS Masher that we're going to get everybody that already has RSS Masher will get the free upgrade, but you'll be able to rewrite any RSS feed post. It's I'm excited about. Anyway, Masher credits will apply to that as well. Okay, so come back over here. Are you impressed yet? I hope you are because it gives you a sense of accomplishment, a sense of confidence that you can make a marketing campaign. You can have your own buyers review your marketing campaign and help you out with it. In fact, I'm going to go back into it, and I don't want to slow anybody down. If y'all don't want to see what I'm about to show you, then yeah, probably a good time to log off. But I'm going to do a live case study for you right now, if you've got time. Is there a way? When you'll have to catch that one on stand and MarketMasher. Okay, let's. Will somebody give me a URL? And this is like the magician. I don't know this person, and I'm going to bring them up on stage, and we're going to do something. Scott Rogers, we can't use your personalized wine box. I use his healthy organic essentials. Okay, let's go with healthy organic essentials. It pays to be first, right? Okay. So I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to come over here and oops, I think somebody put too many E's in there, maybe. There we go. Okay.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens all the time. Healthy home upgrades, advanced wellness. Okay. Beautiful web page right here. Okay. So I'm going to take this and it looks like we've got immune support, health and wellness, natural detox. I'm sure that there's products that you can buy. Immune support. Okay. And oh, these are blog posts. So I'm
I
sure
mean,
they're
it's a good example here. You could do a marketing campaign with each one of those article links.
absolutely. Okay. Now, I have a website that I want to promote for my client. And if you haven't used Grok, I personally love Grok because it pulls from Twitter some great articles. So I need 5 short stories of case studies of people eating healthy, doing immune support, and them not even missing the toxic diet that they had at McDonald's and Whataburger and all these others, but they're finding ways to eat healthy lunches. Okay. I'm building some stories. This is outside of MarketMasher. Okay. Amy said, Grok is sassy. Yes, Grok is very sassy. I think it takes over Elon Musk. It channels his uh, direct, no bullshit. Okay. Busy marketing manager in Texas, Sarah. Used to hit Whataburger. Okay. Now these are pulling stories. Bike 55, construction supervisor. Okay. These are great. Now, I want to copy all this. So I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to come over here to my Google Docs. And it's good to start, just put them in Google Docs for you. Okay. And we'll put, oops. Okay, there we go. And let's save it. 5 short, realistic case studies of, okay, great story. Long title. I'm going to make this public. So anyone with a link, okay, and copy a link, I'm going to share it with y'all. If you want to use some healthy stories, here's some healthy stories right here. Okay. Now I'm going to go into MarketMasher. I'm going to hit new campaign. Now, guys, I don't know any, in fact, I don't eat healthy. I should be eating healthy. But while I have that link, I'm going to go ahead and paste that, use separate content source. I'm going to put my stories right here. Checkbox, stories. Okay, now I want to come back to Healthy Essentials, which is right here. And I'm going to put that in MarketMasher right here. And then I'm just going to say Healthy Organic Essentials. Okay, spelled it correctly. Now, I don't want to do a marketing brief and figure out the target audience or anything like that. So I'm going to use my agent swarm. This is my favorite thing to do. And I'm going to look for, there's a wellness and lifestyle brands. Perfect. There's a social media person. See, I'm reading right here. Maybe e-commerce. I'm going to pick 3 of them. Hit start discussion. They're going to help me figure out the marketing brief. Now, because I want to incorporate stories, maybe I don't want to use copywriters because they're going to get to the point. They're going to sell. You don't want your social media content to be all sell. Uh, you want to blend stories in there, and that's what we're going to be doing is blending some stories in with this campaign. So this is my client. He gave me healthy organic essentials. I put in some stories, which I got sassy Grok over there. Yeah, Amy, I use Grok all the time, so it knows what my micro stories, what I'm asking. Guys, I use Perplexity and Grok just Grok thinks outside the box for me. If I have to brainstorm, I use Grok, but Claude and OpenAI, they're just dynamic. I mean, the quality that we get from all of them is good. Okay, so here's free offer, free trial, no credit card needed. Busy adults, 29 to 55. Now I can change any of this, but I'm going to go ahead and apply it to campaign form. Your new normal, healthy organics. And I'm going to go back to the site and see if he has a free offer of any type. Remove toxins, explore healthy, kind of almost looks just like a blog.
It's a nice site.
Yeah, it's a nice site. I don't know if Everyday Health, if there's a lead magnet or anything in there. Okay, if there is not a lead magnet, he can make a lead magnet with Grok or with any of these tools. Okay. Um, so I would say I'm going to come back to Market Masher. And because we're marketers, we're going to help our client out and we're going to say, okay, free diet analysis and organic checklist.
Or you could offer an ebook or something that you get AI to write for you.
Yeah, free diet analysis and organic checklist to replace your fast food lunches. Okay. I would advise the client take this prompt right here, go over to Claude Code and say, make me a app that does a free diet analysis, organic checklist to replace fast food lunches for unhealthy dieters. Okay. So they would put in their age, their weight, and what they typically have for lunch, and then this would kick in and make this is your lead magnet right here. Okay. So we're gonna make a lead magnet for them. Again, we're just consulting. Now, I'm not going to use copywriters. I'm going to use storytellers. If you don't know who these are, hover over and we'll tell you. Donald Miller, king of the story brand. You might have heard of Seth Godin or Malcolm Gladwell. They have some of the most famous books out there, but there's other really good storytellers. I like Simon. I like Brene Brown and Ann Handley. Warm, witty, deeply human. Blends empathy and specificity to educational content. Okay, that sounds good. This is academic research. Here's Andrew, entertaining, pattern driven. Let's use Andrew. Okay, we're going to tell a story, create a campaign. Okay, your new normal. Andrew Darius, Andrew Davis. And let's give it another story. I don't know who, let's use Joseph Campbell. No, I'm going to come down. This guy has a rhyming pattern that I kind of like is Simon Sinek. Okay. I'm not going to make TikTok. We can make Facebook, but I'm going to leave Reddit and we're just going to do these three right here. Okay. Again, this you might use for your Craigslist. And I'm going to generate content. Now, it's going to read the website. It's going to read the marketing brief so we know our target audience who we're writing to. We got some really long prompts in there that it's writing all this to. And you see, I didn't really spend a lot of brain friction creating stories. What Wayne had done earlier with the fox and the grapes, if you go in and say, I need an Aesop fable, I need a Dr. Seuss story, and just have it write it 500 words and then put it in Google Docs. And you can use that story for other things. But Tortoise and the Hare, any of these bedtime stories, and blend them in with your content. What that does is everybody has heard these stories over the years. And if you're telling it, what you're doing is you're relating to that person. You don't know who this person is on Twitter or Facebook, but you're already making an instant relationship with the story that they're very familiar with, and you're going to turn it. You're going to twist it just a little bit into your healthy organic essentials. Okay. So here we go right here. Let's go down to the comparison. I swap drive-through lunches for meal prep bowls, and my body genuinely doesn't want the old stuff anymore. Here's what actually changed. Okay, very human interest. I like Andrew Davis did a good job. Simon, the moment fast food stopped tasting normal and what actually changed first. Okay, so you could have a really interesting image to go with this. I kind of like Andrew. So I'm going to go with Andrew up here. And before I do this, I'm going to ask the agents. I'm just going to let's go with local Larry and niche Nancy. And then we're going to go back here to where's our healthy person, wellness and lifestyle. So I got three people. They're going to look. I got two buyers and then one agent. I'm going to have them look at what we just created. And again, I forgot to put but it's going to take my, Wayne, we need to change this is whatever is in that campaign box, we need to take the brand voice and insert it into Ask the Agents. Luckily, I didn't change anything, but if I had switched, it would have gone back to the original brand voice. And you see how sometimes I just click through. So we'll fix that. But
It picks the one that you first selected at the top that's in the brief.
absolutely, I understand. But if we try to make this so it's brain friction free, folks. So we don't want you to accidentally click something and use that original brand voice. We want to use the brand voice that you're looking at in the working campaign. So we'll fix that part. So here we go. Suggested rewrite. A nurse, a construction supervisor, an IT guy, a teacher, a marketing man, all quit drive-through lunches. Wow. Okay. So that pulls out who it's writing to. And they all reported the exact same weird thing happening to their body. What was it? Here's the pattern. Okay. That looks really good. And we got essentials spelled right. I'm going to use that suggested copy and I'm going to generate an image. I'm going to use GPT image and let's make it, we'll go ahead and make it photorealistic. See what that does. Generate credits. Since we incorporated stories in here, Wayne and I think even Scott Rogers, we're using stories all the time because that's what we want to put on our socials is we want to make them fun, interesting, entertaining, educational. And the best ways to do it is with a story. Yes, Stan, you can switch it out. Once I'm done here, I'll show you. So you got A copy, then you can come back to B copy, place it up there. And you might have to we may need to add a refresh button so that you can flip them back and forth and it will start over for you. So here we go. Okay. Now that's interesting. This is how smart Image 2 is. It all these characters came from right here. And they're showing a healthy meal. This is great. I
Yeah, I think that's how clever MarketMasher is.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and approve it. And if I come down here, you notice I don't have a post. I don't have a post now. The reason is we don't have a direct integration. And I don't have a webhook set up for Reddit yet. So if you're not set up, you don't see it. But here, you see this little blue dot? That indicates we have a direct integration. So if I wanted to, I could copy this and copy it over to Craigslist, let's say, or whatever. I'm going to have this is just me. I just got lazy. I didn't put a webhook in here, but I'm going to do a webhook and go into the Reddits that I follow. And I could just click a button and it just sends over to the webhook. So let's look at Twitter. So let's look at LinkedIn. Okay. Most people don't quit fast food because they found more willpower. They quit because their body stopped. There's a moment that shows up in every one of these stories, and it always surprises people. Okay, that doesn't really lead into what we're talking about. I want to use Andrew Davis again and ask the agents. This time, just to make it fast, I'm just going to use one. This is Health and Wellness Sage Hollowell. This is one of our buyers, and we use her. Scott, we have training in another article to video. We're going to spend tomorrow. Wayne's going to do a video on how to do the make scenario, or I'll do it. Either one of us. We'll have something either by tomorrow or by Monday of how to put the make webhook in there. The advantage of using make or Zapier, if I want to go to multiple accounts, social accounts off one post, I could use a make webhook or a Zapier webhook. And it's not just going to one social account. It can go, think of IFTTT, where you have 20 different things it can syndicate off of with this one post. So Amy mentioned Craigslist. You can zap over to Craigslist. You can you can do a make into Craigslist or a Medium article. This would be the other. Here's the suggested rewrite. Let's see. Here's something nobody tells you about quitting fast food. Willpower has almost nothing to do with that. Is curiosity based. I love it. I love that. So we've got some stories. Mike isn't the outlier. So we talked about Mike a little bit. 55 years old, construction supervisor. He had breakfast sandwiches on the way to the site, Whataburger before the afternoon stretch, every single day, high blood pressure climbing. Okay. So we tell a story, and we got that from our micro stories. But we also come down and we talk about Sarah, Elaine, Jamal, Lisa to combine the stories together. If you're ready to find your exit ramp, Healthy Organic Essentials is offering a free diet analysis and organic checklist built specifically to help you replace your fast food lunches. Oh, this is good. Okay. I'm going to use that suggested copy. We blended stories in there. This looks really good. I'll generate an image. I'm going to use my favorite now, and I'm going to use photorealistic and generate image. Now, I may be jumping through this kind of really fast. The reason I want y'all to have that opportunity to see what I'm doing, but we have some detailed training on each of these steps going through, and we have the link to Healthy Organic Essentials. Scott, I would definitely recommend making some type of lead magnet on top of your website. I think you have a good website. And then if you're selling something, put a big button in there so they can figure out what to sell or what they can buy from you. Because I think you got good content and the site looks great. Let's see. Wayne, any other questions we can answer? We're right at the top of the hour and a half. So I'm going to show you all this and then we're going to end the call. Look at that. And look in the mirror. Guys,
Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't
I'm only
it?
going to use image two. I mean, this is brilliant. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to approve the image. He's got McDonald's in the rearview mirror. That's beautiful. Approve. It's on LinkedIn. He knows post. Confirm. My LinkedIn followers are going to go, what is Damon talking about? He's got products I've never even heard of. Here's something nobody tells you about quitting. Fast food willpower isn't. This is great right here.
There you
Okay.
go.
Then we
Free
have
advertising.
what's that?
Free advertising.
Yeah, it's free links. Yeah, McDonald's sign in the rearview mirror. It's incredible. Okay, it takes you over here, and ideally, I would put my free diet analysis up here, and then a shopping cart maybe over here. But yeah, this is good. So we built this. I mean, you don't even know it's a product. We get if you're ready to find your exit ramp. So we go all the way through the article talking about or healthy living, and we have stories. We got blood pressure in here. We get different stories blended in, different jobs, different cities. At the very end, we offer you a way out. This is amazing. Okay, guys, that's I'm so excited about this product. If this is not one of those AI funnel challenges or crap that, Russell Brunson or, that he's going to close you at 29.97. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. This is real product working right now with Twitter and LinkedIn direct integration, but everybody else has Make and Webhook. I think just on the call today, we had some good ideas. I know Craigslist would be a good one to put in here, but you can do that through webhook. So we're going to have a webhook training session along with AI agents over the early summer. So end of May, 1st of June, and y'all will be invited. It won't cost you anything. But anyway, this is the product. As you can see, you're going to have a calendar. You can see things that are scheduled or things that have already gone through, and you can move things around if you want to. Queue. This is what's already gone out, posted. You can even view it from here. This is kind of nice if you want to re-syndicate your content. Analytics, support. This is where support, put your tickets in here. If you want to see our versions, this is all the things that have happened on the 28th. A lot of changes going on, a lot of updates, a lot of fixes going on. And I promise you, you're going to find a little bug every once in a while and just let Wayne know right here. And we're off to the races. This is just one of our products, but this is a core product if you do any type of marketing. Russ, any additional cost? We have the starter, the beta version. You get 5,000 starter credits. You're going to get 5,000 extra Masher credits. The only additional cost that you would ever have is buying additional Masher credits once you go through all 10,000 credits. This is a one-time pay on MarketMasher to get in beta. We had it closing today at midnight. So if you want it, it's a great deal, I think. But y'all make that decision. We have a 3-pay option. But Wayne, any questions we can answer? Oh,
Yeah.
you did say about make webhooks. We do have we have a scenario in there, but we're going to build a training probably either this afternoon or tomorrow about setting up Make. Would you use Make over Zapier? Make has a feedback loop that you can feedback the link it created on that first. It can, if you do only one, it will feedback that first link back into MarketMasher so you can click and view it. Zapier doesn't have that feedback loop. That's the only difference. Um,
Yeah, the makes cheap. It's free for 3 live scenarios, and then I think it's was it $9 or something
yeah, it's $9 a month.
a month? Yeah.
I'm on the free version, so I got three scenarios running. That's how cheap I am sometimes. But I'm converting a lot of my Zapiers into Make because it's Make is visual. Zapier is a outlined flow, and they've got AI on both of them to help you out. But the scenario that we give you for Make is for a Facebook page, and we'll do a scenario. We'll do training on how to use the scenario to get started. But Make is very easy to use. Okay. Any other questions? Russ, did I answer your question? There's no additional charges outside of the if you need more Masher credits.
Yeah, 10,000 is gonna, last you a good while.
Yeah. Yep.
Or hopefully not, because you've gone out and got loads of clients and making a fortune.
Yeah, your AI agents. Oh, any other products I need? Okay, I see what you're saying. If you're going to do webhooks, yes, you need Make or Zapier. I recommend Make, $9 a month. You can try it out and get the free version, three, where you get three scenarios. And I'm running free right now. So, but that would be the only additional thing. How you make images or how you make videos off of TikTok. There's HeyGen, there's Hedra, there's InVideo. It's your option. There's even you can go to Submagic to make your videos. If you got VidMasher, this is one of our tools. We're going to come out with one called UGC Masher down the road, where it will integrate with this. So you can just click a button and send your TikTok script straight over. It will make your TikTok and post it for you automatically. Wayne, if you
I'm just going to give you a link.
yeah, if you go into settings and go into connected accounts and go through make,
This is a scenario I did to connect Facebook, and I've just shared it.
yeah,
So if you haven't got Make, that'll prompt you to connect it up. And it also doubles as an affiliate link. So we do make a little bit, but it's
yeah,
negligible really. But the idea is that it gives you the scenario. You just got to change the webhook and obviously the connection to Facebook, but it gives you the 4 circles that you need.
yep. And what you're going to do here is you'll put in the name. This is your name, whatever you want to call your webhook. What we would do is say make dash online marketing. If we're going to a Reddit thread called online marketing, then we put the webhook URL, and you can use an API key. We don't, it's just extra security in there. And then you click add webhook. If you'll notice on Facebook, I've got one called Make Facebook Damon Nelson. So it's going to send it to my Damon Nelson page in Facebook. And it pushes the feedback loop into MarketMasher. And that's what the scenario he just gave y'all. Okay. Uh, guys, it's hour and 36 minutes. If you want to see some additional stuff, just go into that. What was that page that we had here? Yeah, this one. If you want to see, and I'm going to put all these videos into the training. Don, there's Geek Out Friday is not this Friday, it's next Friday. Yep. Okay. I think we've answered all the questions here. Okay, cool. Guys, thank you very much. I'm glad that you got to see this live and ask all the questions you wanted. And we will see you on another call. And please go out and use it. Make money with it is all that we ask is fill up your Twitter, your LinkedIn's, your Facebook. Just fill them up with these stories. I mean, and you're going to see some action. That's what's most impressive to me is every time I go to Twitter, I got 4 or 5 new followers and people are sharing, they're liking the stories that we're telling and when we blend the stories in with sales, you're going to make sales with it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Some of you on the call will notice that you got your 5,000 Masher credits.
Yep. Wayne has to manually add this right now since it's kind of a custom offer. Um, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the call and we will see you on another call.
Cheers.